this is your chance to get your hands on some of my stash. Hello and welcome to Blossom Sandwich Sews. My name is Yvette and today I'm going to be taking you through some of my fabric stash to see what I can de-stash for the Surrey Sews Swap on the 16th of November. So I'll put in the details about this event here. So this is the November event for Surrey Sews. We are hosting a fabric swap in Woking. So do come along and join us if you can. If you're in the south of England, maybe in London, it's really easy to get to. We're on a main train line and we're only 25 minutes out of London Waterloo on the train as well. And our venue is the Maybury Centre, so there's parking there as well. So yeah, hopefully loads of you guys will be able to come and join us, because the more people that come, the more amazing fabrics there'll be to swap. So I'll put a link in the description below. The tickets are available through Eventbrite and they're only £6. They're just to cover the costs of the hiring the hall. So we had a really amazing time at the last event, which was the Sophisticated party. So hopefully lots of you guys came to that and had a really great time, and hopefully you'll be able to make it to the swap as well. So we're gonna have tea and cake done by the same catering company as well. So it's going to be really delicious, really good fun, and a good chance to catch up with fellow sewing friends. So anyway, let's get into it, my stash. So obviously you can't have a sewing swap without fabrics to swap. So I'm sure there are a few things in my stash that I can pass on to a better home. So what I'm planning to do is look at my Stash Hub stats and see, get an idea of how much I need to de-stash before the swap. So what I've decided is that I want the maximum limit on my stash to be 100 meters. So this I've picked fairly arbitrary, just because I've only got this one cupboard to fit everything in, but I know as a host of all the stash chats and co-founder of Stash Hub that stashes are very personal things. So I'm not saying that 100 meters should be the cutoff for everyone. It depends on your storage space and your budget and what is like the limit for you that makes you not feel too overwhelmed. But anyway, I've decided that I think 100 meters is probably enough for me. So if I check on my Stash Hub, my current amount of fabric is just over 107 meters. So I'm obviously going to have to whittle that down by at least 7 meters. But before I start choosing main fabrics to de-stash, I know that there are a few in my Stash Hub that still need to be updated. So yeah, even as co-founder of Stash Hub, my own personal Stash Hub is not 100% up to date, so don't feel bad if yours needs a little bit of updating here and there. So first I'm going to measure the ones that I think need to be updated, just to double check my baseline, and then we'll go from there. So ideally I'm hoping to get it down to about 90, just because there are a couple of fabrics that I've got my eye on. So there's a really gorgeous Rachel Parker Designs fabric at Fleur et Al's that I'm in love with, so I'll probably get some meters of that. And then there's also the new range of exclusive fabrics from Sew Me Sunshine, so I've got my eye on one of those designs as well. So I want to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. So if I can, I would like to de-stash down to 90 meters, because I probably might pick a few things up at the swap as well. So let's first find the fabrics that need to be updated, deal with those first. So I've got my baseline, and then I'll go through my fabrics and decide which ones I am happy to part with. Okay, so I've got these two fabrics that I found that need to be updated. So they're gonna go from like 2.5 meters to 55 centimeters. So that's gonna reduce my stash by a little bit. So I'm gonna keep these because I think they could be really handy for future project dresser girl projects. I think I could probably get a dress out of this and maybe do some pockets in this. I could even use them together. So I'm gonna keep these ones, but now my Stash Hub is updated and that has reduced my total by a little bit. I've also got this kind of bundle of like remnants of lace fabric. So this is a really gorgeous lace from the new craft house that I used to make bridesmaids tops for my friend's wedding. But I had to cut because I wanted a scalloped edge. So I've had to cut like lots of bits out from the edges. So I've kind of got the middle bits left over, but there's a decent amount. So I think somebody could make a top out of this, or even I think it would be really cute if you wanted to do like wedding bunting or something and have it kind of sheer, just cut loads of triangles out of it. But I'm kind of over this fabric now. I ended up making 4 tops in this fabric. I don't think I'm gonna want any more. Obviously I didn't make 4 tops for myself, I made them for all the other bridesmaids, including myself. But yeah, I kind of don't think I'll be sewing with this, so I'm going to label it up as sort of assorted lace remnants, and I am going to bring that one to the swap. And the good news is I can mark that as destashed on my stash hub, and then that is going to remove 4 meters from my total. So let's see where we're up to now with our stash hub total before I start rummaging through and seeing what I can bring to the swap. Okay, so we're doing well. We're already under the 100 meters of fabric mark, but like I said at the start, I do want to try and reduce it a little bit more, just so that I've got some stuff to bring to the swap and also a bit of leeway because I'm bound to pick something up. So I brought you a little bit closer so we can see the fabrics. I'm going to just go through a box at a time and we'll see if I can reduce my total. So let's start here. So I've got just rainbow fabric. I bought that originally for Project Dresser Girl, didn't get around to sewing it, but I think that's really fun. I've got some of this fabric. I think there's quite a decent amount, yeah, 2.37. So these are our Fabuloso labels that bring in your information from Stash Hub. This one's not a very good example actually because it doesn't have all the info on it, but these are half price now. So if you fancy snapping these up, I'll put a link in the description to how you can order those. But yeah, so this you might recognize from my sophisticated dress, and I've got enough to make something else with it. So I'm gonna keep this for now because I really like this fabric and I think it would make something really cute like a fleur dress or top with the ties. But yeah, I'm not very good at making like repeat things with the same fabric, so I might end up destashing this at some point, but I'm reluctant to let it go for this swap, so I'm going to keep this. And then the next few, I think they're looking like some keepers as well. So we've got this green floral, which is really nice. Got this on Gold Hawk Road when we went with another Surrey Sews trip. So my idea for that is to have another go at the chalk and notch dress because that was a bit of a fail when I tried to make it before. But I think doing it in a more stable cotton fabric might go better than doing it in a visco. So keeping that. This is a fabric from Narissa. So I think it's called the Edit now, her business. So it used to be the Bargello Edit. So that's really nice. I really like the colours. The only thing is I'm not sure, like I kind of want to make a top, but I'm not sure if it'll go with like bottoms in my wardrobe. So I'm still thinking about that, but I'm going to keep it for now. Then this I bought on a trip to Merchant and Mills when I visited Rye. Really want to get this sewn up for autumn. You can see it's kind of the similar colours to what I'm wearing now. I'm thinking a Davenport dress for this. So this is kind of an impromptu plans video as well. These two I bought when I was in America. I bought them in Joann's and I bought them to kind of with a plan to use them together. So they're kind of a grey-blue seersucker. Let me know what you think about these two because I really like them and obviously I've got memories from my trip, but I don't know about like the colour on me, whether it's too cold. I haven't had a colour analysis, but I know everyone's always talking about it, so maybe I need to get colour analysis done, but I feel like I'm quite a warm palette, so I don't know if these are too cold and maybe I should just let them go. So those are a maybe for the swap. If you really like them and you're coming to the swap, maybe you can drop me some encouragement in the comments, and you might be able to get your hands on them. This one, again, I've had it for quite a while, so it's got the purchase date on the stickers, so 2021. I do really like this and I do think it's a nice colour. So my plan that I've got in mind for this has been the Serene jumpsuit by Size Me Sewing. It's just one of those projects that's like been on my list for ages and I haven't got round to it yet. So it's like a linen-y fabric. So I kind of want to keep that. It's taking up quite a lot of room in my stash box. but I do like this. So I think I'm going to keep it for now. I'm not doing very well so far, but we'll get some. We'll get some to go. This one I haven't sewn because the name of this fabric is Shirley, which was my grandmother's name. So I've got like sentimental about it. I didn't even know that was the name when I bought it because I've got it at the Stitch Festival. But this is an Indian block print fabric. So I'm hoping maybe I can, so this is 2 meters of cotton, so it would be perfect for the Sew To Celebrate 2 challenge that we're running to celebrate 2 years of Stash Hub in November. So maybe I can sew it up for that challenge. Maybe that will be the motivation that I need. This is a remnant of a Liberty print that I got from Fabrics Galore. So you can see it's like a really small, really cute print. I have already made a top in this, but the top that I've made, I think doesn't fit me the best. So I might try again, whether to try and alter that top or just make something completely different. I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna keep that for now, but this is another on the fencer. And then this is a definite keep. This is another one from a Surrey Sews event. I think this was actually one of our first events when we went and visited Lamazi Fabrics. So I've got 3.5 meters of this one. It is really gorgeous, so many colors and so vibrant. So my original plan with this was to do the spring jumpsuit by Sew Love Patterns. And I did a rough toile of that and it didn't like fit me great on the bodice. So I need to do a bit more work if I'm gonna make that or think of another plan for this fabric, but I'm definitely keeping that fabric. So far we've had 0 that I'm destashing from this box, but we'll get there because this is one actually that I think I'm gonna bring to the destash. So this is 3 meters of lovely, really smooth, soft cotton poplin from Hey Sew Sister. I think it's one of their first exclusive designs, and I got it in one of their seasonal project boxes, and I really love it, and it's really cute, but it's black and it's pastels, and I think neither black or pastels is my colour, but it is really, really cute, and I think someone could make something really gorgeous out of this, and I didn't want to use it for like project dresser girl dresses because there is a whole 3 meters, so someone could make like a whole adult dress out of this. So this one I'm gonna bring to the swap. We did it, guys, we've got one that's going. See you later. So let's update that in Stash Hub and see how that's going to affect our total. I would imagine it's going to reduce it by 3 meters. Right, let's find the fabric. So I found that fabric in Stash Hub. It's called Joy. And now I can just change the status from uncut to destashed at the bottom there. And then when we go back to check our stats, I'm down to 96.75 meters. So this one is going to be at the destash, so make sure you get your ticket if you want to grab it for free. And then the next one, I think I'm also going to destash, which this is a bit of a shocking destash because this fabric was genuinely so expensive. But it's the black background again. And because I've only got 1.5 meters, I was originally thinking a top, like maybe a Gilbert top or something, but I think just this much black too close to my face, I've kind of figured out recently, like I just haven't been reaching for things in my wardrobe that have a lot of black in them. So I think I'm gonna destash this one. So this is a Nerida Hanson fabric. Yeah, 1.5 meters, really high quality, really gorgeous. So that is going into the swap as well. So yeah, we've got 2 fabrics. Let's get that updated in Stash Hub as well. Okay, so we're at 95.25 meters. So that was just the first box. So I've got another 3 boxes. So let's go through those boxes and see what else we can bring to the destash. So next up, this is an absolutely gorgeous green colour. I've got 2 meters of this, and it's like a linen cotton fabric from Sew Me Sunshine. This is one of the fabrics that I bought pre-Stash Hub. So it's one of those fabrics that I can't remember what my plan was when I originally bought it. And I've been thinking, like, so in the summer I was thinking, oh, maybe this would make really good shorts, but actually I don't enjoy wearing shorts that much. And where it's such a bright, bold colour, I'm not sure what else it will go with in my wardrobe. So I'm going to be bringing this one to the swap. And maybe if nobody picks it up, I might bring it home again. But yeah, I would love to see what other people's ideas are for this fabric, because I have had it for a long time and I haven't got around to sewing it up. So this one is going into the swap. Okay, so next up are a few fabrics that I picked up at previous swaps. So this is a kind of glittery green fabric that I picked up on the swaps table when we did our sewing social. I've actually got plans for this to make a really ridiculous Christmas dress, so stay tuned for that. This guy I picked up at the previous swap. It's a cotton seersucker, but yeah, I've had it a year since the previous swap and I haven't really thought about what to do with it, but it's nice and squishy and bouncy, so I'm going to bring that along to the swap and see what other ideas people have for that. So we're doing a bit better on this box so far. Okay, this one I'm going to keep it for now, but this might end up being in a future destash, so you can't really see it, but it's like a kind of lacy black fabric. Story behind this fabric is that I bought it to make a costume for a D&D character that I'm playing. So I'm playing a kind of witchy character in a D&D campaign that I play online. So I'm gonna see if we do like an in-person event with dressing up, and then I might make like a jacket for that. So I'm gonna keep that for now, but that could be a future destash. This one is another one that's a really special fabric that I'm gonna be bringing to destash. So it's really heavy, and it's 2.5 meters of this beaded black fabric. You can see the sparkle there. So I'm keeping it in the bag just so that the beads don't snag on the other fabrics. But yeah, like as I was saying earlier with the black, I think I just look so ghostly in black, and I think it would be so stunning for like a kind of slip dress, evening gown kind of vibe. But yeah, I just don't see myself like sewing that, and I'm feeling confident in the black, so I'm gonna bring that, and then maybe someone's gonna have like a really big occasion that they could wear this for, so that will be really exciting. So that's 2.5 meters down as well. After we've done this box, I'll do another update on Stash Hub. Right, this one, this is a kind of a bit of a sad one. This I bought to make a birthday present for my friend for their 30th birthday. They've just turned 32. So yeah, am I gonna do that? I can't bring myself to destash this and admit to myself that I am not a good friend. So I'm gonna keep this for now. This is a Robert Kaufman flannel, so it's really nice. I mean, I feel like I could wear it if this person decides they don't want to be my friend anymore, because I never sewed them the thing I said I would. So yeah, that's the story there. This I think is going to get destashed. So this is a meter of light grey cotton jersey, really nice, and it's got the matching ribbing as well, which is perfect. So I could easily make a t-shirt out of this, but I just haven't, and I've had this for a while. Yeah, so originally I bought this to colour block with a different fabric, but the two colours just weren't quite what I expected. So this I'm going to destash. I think this will be perfect for someone to make a t-shirt or some kids wear or something like that. So hopefully somebody will snap this up at the swap. Yeah, so I'm doing quite well in this box. Look at all this space. This is just some like dark grey ribbing. Should I keep? Should I destash? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a useful thing to have, but then it's kind of only useful really if you've got the matching fabric. So, don't know. I might keep it for now. If you're in the market for this exact colour of ribbing, let me know and I'll bring it along to the swap. Let's see, this, should I just destash this? Maybe I should. Like I said, I'm not very good at wearing or making things like repeatedly in the same fabric. So I've made a top in this. I bought more fabric, so at the time when I bought it, I wasn't sure if I was going to do long sleeve or short sleeve. I ended up making like a short sleeve t-shirt, which is really nice. This is a viscose jersey from Sew Me Sunshine. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I've already got a t-shirt in it, and there's 1.2 meters left, so someone else could make a t-shirt. I don't think I'm going to be making two t-shirts in the same fabric. So I think I'm going to bring that along as well. My pile, I can just see it just over there, it's growing, so we're getting there. So I think I might bring this along, and it might be one of those ones where, again, if no one claims it, I might take it home with me at the end, because it is a really lovely fabric, and I could use it, you know, for like a toile of a different t-shirt pattern, because I haven't yet discovered my, you know, perfect t-shirt. But yeah, I just don't really feel motivated to make another t-shirt in the same fabric. So I'm going to bring that along, see if anyone else fancies that. And then this is another jersey fabric. This, again, I bought at the Lamazi Fabrics open day with the Surrey Sews gang. So yeah, this is a meter, really gorgeous. I'm going to keep this. I just don't sew a lot with jersey, so I just don't get round to it. And the same with this one. This is another gorgeous jersey fabric that I got from System Intaka, and I bought it to go with another System Intaka fabric. So yeah, keeping this for when eventually I get motivated to do some jersey sewing. So this box, that's done great. I've almost got rid of half of that box. So let's tally that up. Here's my stack. It's growing. Excellent work by me. So I'm gonna check on how my total's doing. You guys, we're actually doing so much better than I thought. So this is my destash stack. That's quite hard to say. Destash stack so far, and we're down to 86.4 meters, I think. Let's double check that. Yeah, 86.4, so I was aiming to get to 90, so I've done quite well here. So I'm not going to go through the other boxes in their entirety, just because a lot of them are quite recent fabrics, so you can see all of these fabrics in my fabric haul video. So yeah, I'm not going to destash any of those. And then in the other box, I think I'm going to keep most of them except for one. So I'll just show you the one that I'm going to destash. Maybe I can put the box up here just so that you can glimpse the other fabrics. But yeah, we'll just do a quick keep, but needs to tidy up. Keep. I'm going to use this to make something for my mum, because yeah, I don't think that this is quite my colour. But this one I am going to bring along to the destash. So this is another quite special fabric. So I originally bought this to make a bridesmaid's top for myself for my friend's wedding, but then she ended up getting a very lacy wedding dress, so then I bought that lace that I showed earlier, the remnants of it. So yeah, it's got kind of embroidery on it, and then like these little 3D flowers. So I'm going to bring that. There's 1.5 meters there, so it will make a really, really gorgeous top. That's what I'm going to bring to the destash. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little peek through my stash, and maybe if you've got your eye on something, let me know. And if you're gonna come to the fabric swap, obviously you'll get first dibs on it, so definitely make sure you check out the Eventbrite link. So all the info about the event is on Eventbrite, like how it's gonna work, all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna have different tables for different lengths of fabric, and then if everyone just labels up their fabric, ties it in a bundle so it doesn't get messy, then everyone can really easily pick out what they want. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. The tickets are only £6, and it's going to be a really fun afternoon of socializing and fabric appreciating. Now I'm feeling a bit nervous, like I might go crazy, because I'm like, got my stash down to 85 meters, which is actually still quite a lot of fabric. I need to keep reminding myself. But yeah, hopefully see some of you guys at the event. And if you are not in the south of England, do consider looking out for fabric swaps in your area, or maybe you could even host one yourself. Let me know if you want any tips. Obviously, you can still check out the Eventbrite link even if you can't make it, just to get an idea of how to set up a swap and how it might work. So I've hosted a few swaps in the past. So we've done this Surrey Sews one last year, and I've also helped with the London swap. So yeah, do come along to the swap, and I'm really excited to see lots of you guys there. Yeah, so I'll see you around. Bye.